I think. Yep. Okay, should be live now. All right. Just need to check. Oh, yep. My cursor is showing up. For some reason, on the first episode, apparently the cursor wasn't there. I don't know why. But I didn't change any settings in OBS, and then it showed up fine on the second episode. It seems to be there now.
Okay. I'm getting the ads.
Oh, yep. Well, I'll just wait for the ads to go. Actually, I'll start up Wings of Fear. I'll just start playing that while we wait for people to come by.
Excellent.
Let's check. How does the resolution look? Okay, that looks pretty good. I really like that custom splash screen.
Yeah, that's so cute. Giant scorpion.
Yep. Now, one thing I haven't looked at is the Intel. So, I'm going to have a look at that to start with. Oh, yep, so it's just a what every item does.
I like these black and white bits.
It reminds me a little bit of like Wings, the Cinemaware game, just with this these sort of UI elements.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Anyway, so let's start the game. Hi Doxter, welcome to the chat. Do let me know if the volume mix seems good between me and Mixel and the game audio.
Hi Doxter. Thank you for inviting me on this time, Irok.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for agreeing to come. I hope it's not too late or too early, or haven't interrupted any other plans.
Oh no, this is perfect time.
Hey. Oh, it has auto fire, so that's good to know because I was just tapping the button. I know there's some games where it's like you can auto fire, but it's slightly like you get a slightly faster fire rate if you manually tap it. Maybe I should look at putting that in as an option or something like that in the engine. Alright, I suppose you could probably do it with custom code blocks.
But you can shoot some of the fuel, I think.
Yeah, I accidentally. Yeah, I shot the life. Yeah, so that was a life that accidentally shot because I didn't know you could shoot them. So maybe that's a good reason not to just hold down fire all the time. Oh. So I'm running this on emulated A1200 fast RAM settings. So just 020.
Yeah, I think it might run without fast RAM, but I think it has slowdowns. I'm not.
Oh, okay, I gotta. Alright, gotta fly off the screen now.
It's a bit odd that the plane can hover.
It does have a bit of sci-fi to it. It's quite fun. Oh yeah, I was wondering why can't I shoot, but it's the bonus stage. Hello, Predsetta. Welcome to the chat.
Hi, Predsetta. It's funny. Raw did all of the attack waves and stuff, and he did the majority of the programming. He always credits me with more than I actually probably did. I don't know.
He did mention something about, like, because he's working on a new game. I'm not really sure how much I can talk about it. Though I don't actually know that much about it, but he did say something like, for this next game, he doesn't want to sort of bother you too much.
Oh, it's been fun. Helping where I can. The thing is, I'm not the best programmer when it comes to making things like in a good way. I can make things work, but they aren't necessarily.
Oh, that. But that's the important thing is getting things to work. Whoop. The thing, yeah. What I think is a good boss fight is when it's like, you know, it seems like impossible when you first play it, but then there's sort of like a pattern to it. I haven't quite got the pattern down. It's mostly those rockets that are throwing me off. But yeah, so I beat it, but I lost most of my lives.
He used to have so many more rockets as well. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think I feel like shooters specifically are very difficult to balance because, you know, if you're making a shooter, you're going to play it again and again and again and again, and you're going to get very good at it yourself, and then you give it to someone else, and they're like, well, this is impossible.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of that with creeping me out once I started introducing enemies that fire tons and tons of bullets.
Yep.
It's a bit of a change of pace for people, but well.
Oh, we've got boats in this level. I really like that sinking animation. It gives it a bit of depth, actually seeing it going under the water.
Yeah, it's so nice. He's kind of like custom animated almost every single separate explosion, which is kind of, you don't see that often.
No, I mean it's definitely put a lot of craft into his you know, into his pixeling, and from memory, I think some of the early builds of the game had AI art just for like the intro screens, but even those have been completely replaced with pixel art.
Yeah, that's really nice to know. Because he's an amazing artist. It's if you stick any amount of AI art in when you can definitely do art, people are just going to assume
the whole. There's a lot more than just the. Yeah, like there's that game that's in development for Atari ST. I can't remember the exact name. The Monster Boy or Monster World. Yeah, it's like a really promising looking clone of you know, Wonder Boy 3 Dragon's Trap. But and you know, it looks amazing. But there's one or two places that have had like AI title screens, and then it sort of, you know, it's quite unfortunate because it sort of makes people question, well, how much of the rest of the game is AI?
Yeah, not worth the risk. I understand it for people who don't have access to anyone who could do graphics and they just can't do graphics.
Yeah, it is a it is a complicated issue, and like definitely you know, if you're spending time making, you know, these homebrew games for Amiga or Atari or anything else, you may not have time to you know, actually put into learning to do good art, or, you know, actually making the art.
I can't remember which boss is which now.
Well, I think this is this is the second boss I've seen.
You got loads of lives at least.
How did I get so many lives? I think I only had like 2. This actually reminds me of a few different games. Like, I mean, obviously, like 1942 is the obvious one, but there was a shareware game on PC called Flying Tigers.
Ooh.
That was quite good. Well, that's sort of maybe a little bit closer to 1943 because you've got like, you know, it's almost like a bullet hell sort of game. But that had like a time travel theme where sort of the first episode was you know, the Pacific War, and then the second episode was like Vietnam or something like that, and then the third episode is in the future.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's one of those sorts of games I would love to see like a Scorpion Engine Amiga port of. But yeah, just sort of other than that, like, you know, there are sort of a handful of DOS shooters it reminds me of, like Raptor, Tyran.
Well, you've got the laser thingy.
Oops! Oh no. Whoa! Definitely getting a bit sci-fi. Did you ever see that really weird Biggles movie?
Oh, yeah, a long time ago though. I don't really remember much about it.
Okay. Yeah, I actually quite like that, but yeah, it sort of had this strange conceit where, like, the main character from the modern day was time twins or something like that with Biggles, and so every time Biggles is about to get shot down or something like that, he goes to the past to save him. And it had it had a kind of like sonic super weapon that that the Central Powers were using to win the war. A very weird movie, but I do kind of like that sort of like science fiction World War I or World War II theme.
The Rocketeer.
Oh, yeah, I love the Rocketeer. It's one of several Timothy Dalton movies I really, really like. Oh,
Can't think of any bad Timothy Dalton movies. There must have been some, but
yeah, he was in some musical that was, or something like that, that was apparently really bad, where he had to romance an older lady or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that was one of his very, very early movies. You know, he's done, as far as good movies go, both of his James Bond movies are very solid. He did Flash Gordon, he did Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Amazing. Why is there so much like gold and silver on parachutes?
I guess you'd have to ask where it's being dropped from.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Zupdan.
Okay, alright, I guess this is the third boss. Oh well, this is a bit like an Osprey with the helicopter.
Yep, you're powering through.
Oh, what was the what's that dynamite for? Is that just like you get it and then it damages all the enemies, or is there like a smart bomb or something I don't know about?
Oh, is it you mean the little red barrel?
Oh no, when there's like dynamite or something like that on the parachute. That.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention.
Actually, I think it might be just like gives a little bit of armor, maybe. Okay, so. Oh. Okay, extra 5 how you noticed. Even more advanced enemy aircraft. Flying bombers fire plasma.
Hello, Rob.
Hello, Zupadan, Alexandra Blender, Roar, Brando, Dockster, Preteta. I think I've said hi to everyone at least once. Oh. Control bombing mission. Hit the center of the secret building. Okay. So I've got new mechanic. I'm guessing that unlocks a secret level or power up. Oh, okay, so it's a bombing mission. Okay, so this is definitely, you know, reminiscent of Wings. Oh, I'm out. Oh wait. Okay, so I've got limited bombs. I guess I just have to try and guess where the... Oh, got it. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so got to be precise with bombing.
I love the slow explosions. The boom, boom, boom.
Oh, out of bombs. Oh man, there's this airfield. I really want to bomb it, but I don't have any bombs left. Do you remember Blue Max on Commodore 64?
I never played it.
That was really...
D64 is a shame.
Oh no, but yeah, that I mean the C64 was where I got my start as a gamer. But yeah, there was a game called Blue Max that was kind of isometric, but it was a World War I biplane game, and you could bomb, you could shoot. It was just a you know, it was a really fun game. It was one of those games I just assumed would go on forever, just because I played it a lot and I never sort of saw an ending. But it's only like 5 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah. A lot of myself.
Well, I don't think I got the secret building. Final secret base. Reach the area, flying power to its shield. Your objective is bomb as many power supplies. Oh, sorry, I've missed, I've missed some chat from Roar about, yeah, gotta hit the center of the building. Secret buildings are only in the forest. I
think
you have not hit. You have not hit the big building. It has to be in the center. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can aim a little bit more accurately this time. I assume this is still a bombing mission? Oh wow. Oh no, not a... well, I don't have a bomb at the moment. Oh, got the lasers. Yeah, Fredzeto mentioned Blue Max was an isometric game, so how would I describe it? So, I mean, I guess sort of like Zaxxon, but what is a World War I biplane? And there's a bridge in the game, and I can't remember if you're able to fly under it. I think I might have tried a bunch of times, but never managed to fly under the bridge.
Has anyone made an isometric game in Scorpion yet? I feel like someone should.
I was working on a demo of I was working on a demo where you could move a character around a small isometric room. I actually want to finish well, when I get back into working on Elasticity, I want to make it isometric, like sort of give it like a Hades sort of vibe with the gameplay, or like
Ooh.
you remember Skeleton Crew on Amiga, like that, but just without janky controls.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
But yeah, sooner or later I really want to sit down and make a just sort of a prototype of a level or two of Velocity with like an isometric perspective.
Oh, because we've only really seen the forest, haven't we? So
Oh.
you can't really tell if a forest
Whoa.
is isometric if it hasn't got walls in.
Okay, I got stuck. Okay, so this one. Okay, so this one's like a maze, I guess. So I've just gotta be careful about which way I go. So presumably I've got to fly through the middle there.
Oh, you've only got one life left.
Oh. Okay, well that's convenient. Dropping them straight to me. That's convenient. Yeah, so I really like how like it's not just the same gameplay every mission. There's something different. Like, you know, a couple of levels ago it was a bombing run. And we've got this one where you can't really shoot, but
he's really spraying you with lives.
Yep. Oh, oops. Well, I mean, I'll take whatever I can get.
More lives than enemies.
Yep. Okay, I can shoot again. Wonder. What is this? Oh, and this will be like a final boss. Actually, I don't know if it's a final boss, but I guess we'll see.
I like the 2-hit damage system.
I need to be careful because I keep forgetting that like the background is solid, so I can actually crash into lost just about all my lives in just a couple of seconds.
It's very on fire, so that's something.
Okay, is that the end of the game, or have we got more levels to go? I've completed. Even have flying sources. The technology isn't perfect. Sources eventually malfunction, explode. Madness never seems to end. Before taking on the final base, you must destroy as many power supplies as possible. Some of these targets are located underground, so you need to drop bombs in small blinking holes.
Makes sense.
Ross says when the shadow is low, you can crash into the background. Ah, okay, so that's good to know that you can use the shadow to work out how high you are relative to the background. Whoops! Oh wow, that was. Oh, gotta get that. Can I drop into there? Yeah. Perfect.
It's been really nice watching him develop his tile sets for this.
Oh! I didn't realise I was going to shoot. Don't know if I can bomb that? No, I guess not that, I think. Maybe that? I guess not. That I should be able to bomb. Don't know if I can. Well, I'll bomb these at least. Yeah, that's nice and satisfying. Reminds me a little bit of blowing up all the gas tanks in GoldenEye.
I like the red thingy. Oh, I forgot you can run out of fuel.
Oh, yeah, that would be why I died. Yeah, I was wondering, oh! What? Oh! Is that game over? Oh, I've got continues, okay,
Wait.
well I'll,
That was odd.
Oh yeah, I think I ran into a, background element, or something like
But
that.
it looked like it killed you more than, well, like, multiple lives.
Oh, I don't know,
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh,
It's actually long for a shoot 'em up.
Well, I mean, I've been playing since the start of the stream, which was, what, 25 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a decent length game, well, yeah, for, you know, for a, sort of for an arcade shooter. Can't remember, was this a, is this the final game, or is this another demo?
It's whatever's currently on. Oh, he's. It's. I don't know if it's the final version of it, but it isn't just a demo.
Okay. Oh.
Has so many levels. Is that why? Oh, he hasn't actually uploaded the last version. Ah. We got some War of the World style red weed. With eyes. I wonder if it's possible to do like a one hit run. Is it possible to complete it without losing any lives at all?
Oh, I'm sure someone would be able to do it. I mean, I could imagine at the very least someone could do a tool assisted speed run.
I said he's making final adjustments in 4.6 and this is 4.5. Got a lot of little planes landed in the background.
Oh, so base.
You've done it incredibly well.
Oh, thank you.
I was like,
I have played it before, but I haven't sort of played it this far. I might have played like one of the early demos when there was only a couple of missions.
yeah, I've only played it by sort of teleporting between the levels more than
Now, I wonder
sitting
if
down and playing through the whole thing.
the three buildings all have have separate health, or if like I just need to keep shooting any of them.
I like how
I haven't got a lot of lives left. I'm hoping I don't need to go back to the start of the level if I lose. I don't actually know. Oh, and it looks like my health doesn't go down at this bit. Oh, sorry, not my health, my fuel. So that's good. Well, okay, well that's one building done. So the other building should not be too.
so close.
Oh no. Okay, so do I have to go back to the start of that level? Or it says yes, they have different health, but you only need to hit the middle. Okay, well, I've only got 5 lives. I want to try to not get killed by anything.
Good luck. I've never seen anyone get even remotely this far. People get wrecked by the missile.
I should try to stick to the middle, because I think that, well, if I can maintain a pattern where I don't move too far from the middle. Oh, losing lives again. This might be where I need to. No, I think I was doing worse than last time. And if I focus on the middle... Oh, no, it did.
That little rotating turret. That's cool.
It's fortunate that it doesn't have, like, every possible... Like, it's not 360 degrees, so I think there are a couple of, like, safe zones where it can't hit you. But the missiles are what make it, you know, difficult.
The middle one has 80 hits.
Oh, wow.
Good luck.
Hopefully I can get through without dying. Well, get to the boss without dying, and then see where I go from there. If I stay right at the back of the screen, maybe the missiles can't go behind me, maybe?
That looks... Yeah, it looks like they get destroyed by the screen edge. I love that if it works. That's really cool.
Actually, if I destroy the rockets, it probably makes most sense for me to destroy the rockets first. And hopefully I can just sort of... no, I need to...
Oh, hot message for Mixel. Freaking me out. Does not crash on PyStorm, neither a Workbench nor WHD load version. Okay, it does seem like there's some sort of issue with Terrible Fire 060 cards. I don't... Well...
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Ah, so all right, made it to the end of the game.
Hey.
Oh.
Good job. That was awesome.
I'm not sure. So about the PyStorm. Oh, sorry, not the PyStorm. You said it was a Terrible Fire card.
Yeah, both Amiga Bill and Predsader
Yeah.
both had issues.
Well,
Only on that one card.
so someone in the Discord mentioned something about issues unmounting or reading or something like that. What I probably should do is, you know how I've got that new caching system for yeah, to reduce the amount of reloading of the same assets. I could possibly I could look at making an Whoops. Okay, so it got stuck here. I don't. Yeah, so that I'm not sure if it was okay. So oh, okay. So that's crashed.
If it's going to
Okay.
crash anywhere after you've completed it,
Yeah. So regarding that watchdog error, that comes up when it's sort of frozen for more than 10 seconds. And so it's assumed that maybe there's like an infinite loop somewhere that doesn't have like a refresh. But it might be possible to hit it if there's like lots of asset bundles being loaded or unloaded. So I might need to be a little bit less. I might need to be a little bit less strict with the watchdog so that it doesn't time out so quick.
Oh, that'd be good. Because I've only had it between levels here. When it didn't show any signs of being broken, it just sort of broke.
All right. Right. Well, I'm just going to have a quick drink, and then I am going to fire up your game.
Woo! And thanks again. I know I said it before, but different people are in the room. It's really nice to be here.
It's been really good to have you. Right. So that one. Just start up. Oh, yeah. So no. So I think these might be there's not that many games that have custom splash screens that still have a custom version of Scorpion Engine. I think Ultra Narwhal might have done something like that on some of his games. But anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to try both of the levels, and then we might do a dive into how some of it works.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll all work. It'll work. It'll be fine.
Now, I'll admit I haven't spent a lot of time playing this demo, so hopefully I can get through to the boat sequence. Well, is that?
I think it'll be fine.
Oh.
The slug slime is nasty.
Does that
You press down on those. Little. If there's a
okay.
like that, if you press down, it'll activate.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So it says I need the key.
Yep.
Oh. Froggy. I always feel bad about killing cute enemies. Actually, is that? Oh yeah, there's a slope. Oh, cute little hat.
Yeah, this guy's vicious.
Yep. I really like oh wow, now that's a cool effect. The bridge. See, it reminds me a little bit of did you ever play Castle of Illusion on Master System?
No, I played the Mega Drive version.
Okay, maybe the Mega Drive has it as well, but on the Master System there's a like a giant keyboard, sort of like in Big, and it actually works. So you can it plays different tones as you walk over the keys.
Oh, they have one of those in Zool as well. You found one of the invisible platforms. Yeah. Well, invisible. They're not entirely invisible.
Did I get the key? I did get the key.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did notice. I did notice it. I didn't take I didn't pay too much attention to it. Oh. Actually, that looks like it's worth getting. Whoops. Actually, I'll just keep moving on because I want to see if I can get to the boat sequence. Have you thought about making it so that like you can look down if you're...
Ah, yeah, funny you should ask that. I did have that in one of the earlier demos, and it used to work, and the method I used to use doesn't work anymore, and I'm not sure the best way to go about making it do that.
You could maybe use the camera shake function. That's fairly new.
Ooh.
The one problem with camera shake is that, like, sort of by design, it doesn't restrict you from looking outside the level, but you could have some sort of custom logic to say, hey, don't look more than, 32 pixels down. Okay, so here we got the boat. Oh, I see, so I can control it by where I stand.
Yep. Just like a real boat.
I like how it turned into fish bones. Whoops.
You can't kill the ghosts, but you can immobilize them, sort of, for a moment.
But they can... Oh. They can still hurt me?
They can only hurt you when they're bright, so...
Yep. I think you mentioned this was the part where everybody dies.
Yeah. There's a couple of tricks to it. You can make it very, very easy for yourself once you know how. But I won't.
It seemed to be about timing it around the fish.
Yep.
So if I stop it just before the fish portal or the fish oh.
Oh, you're doing really well this time.
Oh, thank you.
And the coins are really just there to distract. Because people think they should jump up and get them. It's just like, just don't bother with those. They're not worth not worth that.
They're just sort of well, you should have paid more attention to that fish portal. Okay, made it to the other side. So does this lead to the sawblade boss, or is there another?
No, there's more stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot more here. There's a lot more.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's good. I mean, between this and the last demo, you have released a lot of content for free. Was there a Christmas demo at one point?
There almost was. It never actually came out, but yeah, watch this space. There will be.
Oops.
That's...
Yeah, the beehives. It reminds me a little bit of Gauntlet.
That's a good thing to be reminded of.
I think I might just try to avoid them. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before. I do really like the parallax. Sort of all the slices give it a quite a nice 3D feel to it. I say that as I go inside where you can't see the parallax anymore. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, Raw's asking if there's anything we in particular we reacted to in his game, and do we think it's ready for release? I think it's ready for release. You say you've made some changes since that.
Well, we probably should look at the
Oh, you found it.
Oh, secret. Okay. I thought those were spikes. And so
yeah. They're like weird glowing mushrooms. Wait, what happened? Oh, wait, well, you had more lives than that. What just happened?
I don't know. I guess we can watch the stream again on video on demand to see what the issue was.
That was bizarre. I hope I finished that bug or fixed that bug already, because that was brutal.
So Raw was asking if his game is ready for release. I think it's a decent length little game. I would like a I think I would like a copy of the latest source code so I can investigate to see if that the finished game timeout bug was something that I need to fix at Scorpion Engine end, or if there's. I don't think there would be some code that is just sort of an infinite loop without a refresh, but maybe I'll need to look into that. But anyway, I think we'll go to the factory.
Yeah. Oh dear. Don't worry if you can't do it.
Yep. So nobody's been, or hardly anyone's been able to do this one.
Some people have a lot of trouble with it, and then some people don't. It's.
Yep.
I think I know it really well, obviously, because I've done it.
Yeah. Like that was the thing I mentioned earlier about shooters. Is it's very difficult to judge the difficulty if you get. Whoop. Almost. I think I was just a little bit with that jump out, it was a little bit too early.
If you hold down jump or up when you're getting hurt by like the bottom of the floor, you'll jump out more. You see what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You'll be able to jump up to platforms.
All right. Yep.
Whilst dying.
Yep. And I take it for those springs, the sort of strategy is to like I guess like you sort of want to have some momentum on them. Oh,
yeah.
I got sword.
Ouch.
So with that game over, there's not like a yes or no. It's just sort of goes back to the screen at the moment, or
that is. No, there's no yes or no. That's a very good point. It doesn't. It kind of gives off continue screen vibes, doesn't it? No, there's no.
Yep.
You don't need to use as many of the bouncy guys. I think you can probably get through the level without actually jumping on any of them, maybe? Probably.
Okay, yeah, alright, yeah. Oh, one's just chasing me.
Thank you, Rob. Yep, evil level.
Very visually impressive level. It sort of reminds me of some of the later levels of Apidia.
Oh,
Apidia.
Yep. I know the ones.
Yep.
I know the ones you mean.
Yep. Or sort of like like R-Type with sort of interesting things going on in the background.
Oop.
Oh, okay. So I haven't gotten this far before.
Oh, you're doing really well.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think I was going to be able to make that middle platform, but I do really like how the it's sort of eating the level. It's not just chasing you; it's eating everything.
Yeah, at one point I deleted all of the blocks that were making that happen, and then it stopped, and I was like, "Why did it stop?" It's like because they're invisible, and I didn't realise what they were doing. Yeah, not the smartest.
Oh.
I think it's the saw is like a block collider or something, and the.
Oh, yep. And then there's certain blocks that get triggered when it's.
Yeah.
What? Messed that one up real quick.
I apologise to everyone. There's a tile missing there. I'm going to fix that whilst I remember. It's really useful watching other people play games. You see completely different things to when you're playing them yourself.
Yeah. You sort of make the assumption that the way you play is the way everyone will play. Then you see someone breaking it by doing something completely unexpected. Oh. Ah, I should have jumped over that spring. It's almost like a puzzle, like what springs do you jump on and what ones do you jump over?
It's evil. Yeah, I knew I didn't want to make a massive long demo with this one, so I decided it makes more sense to just put difficult levels in, and it's probably more gameplay time for people just repeatedly trying the same level.
I mean, that's how a lot of retro games were. It's like, you know, it would be insanely hard, but if you're playing it perfectly, it's like 5 minutes to get to the end.
Yes. It does get kind of funny when people are saying that something's impossible and it's or just too difficult. I had it even with Zombie Holiday, the sort of precursor to Creeping Me Out, the one I made in Sawblade software. There was a couple of people who insisted that you couldn't actually defeat the boss. And just like, you definitely can. But
I mean, I did see a couple of people say, like, you know, one of the cheats in GoldenEye was nearly impossible, but that was one I managed to get myself, so it couldn't have been too difficult.
And in some circles, the Turrican games seem to have a reputation as being really difficult, and I don't really think they are.
I've never managed to beat one, but I think, like, for one thing, I know it's very generous with lives if you know where to look.
Yeah, that's it. It's just it rewards a lot of exploration.
Yeah. So that's one thing, and
you die.
And I think like a lot of like probably pattern memorization as well. There was an interesting conversation on the Commodore Amiga group about like someone was asking why wasn't it the same the same power as why didn't it look and feel exactly the same as the Mega Drive version? And
was that Turrican 3?
Yeah, sorry, Turrican 3.
Yeah. That was the only one which wasn't like lead plat. Oh no, actually thinking about it, I think Turrican 1 was a C64 game first, and I think Turrican 2 was as well.
But it would have been I guess like Turrican 3 would have been the first time the lead platform was something newer than the Amiga.
Yeah.
And
it really is. The Mega Drive version of Turrican 3 is significantly better than the Amiga version, which is kind of a shame, but...
Yeah, well, I think... Like, I mean, the Mega Drive is designed for doing, only really one thing, but it does that one thing really well, which is, rendering games. And so, you've got your 64 colors, you've got your dual, like, basically the same as dual playfield, but you don't need to cut down to, like, 8 colors. You can still use all 64 colors on both planes. But what the conversation made me realize is that I think it was something of an achievement that it got that close on OCS. Because
Yeah, that is a good point.
there were some Mega Drive ports like Aladdin, where like the screen, like on Amiga, the screen display is much smaller. The frame rate is half. But and that requires AGA, whereas Factor 5 had done a Mega Drive port that was decent on OCS hardware.
Yeah, that's a very good point. What would be really cool is if someone ported the SNES version of Aladdin. Completely different game.
Yeah, I know some people actually prefer like. I've seen the opinion that yes, the Mega Drive version looks better, but the SNES version plays better.
Yeah, I think that's true. Well, in my opinion, anyway.
There were some things that would be really interesting to see done on Amiga or done in Scorpion Engine. Like I think there's like a snake boss where like it's like the snake's body is the platform, and it sort of goes up and down.
It'd be kind of interesting if someone decided to port a game that had already been ported, just to prove how good Scorpion actually is. That would be. No one's really done that yet. Probably because it's a bit pointless.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to happen eventually. Like, without. I mean, this is still a surprise. I can't really speak about it on stream, but someone is doing a port of a game to Mega Drive that they haven't announced it yet, but it's one of those games where the Amiga version was made by US Gold.
Oh.
So the hope is I'll be able to get the source code when he's done with the Mega Drive version, and then backport that to Amiga and see what the look and feel and the performance is like. Versus the US Gold version. It should be a lot better because it's not just a US Gold game, but this game was particularly considered to have a low frame rate even for US Gold games. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, I think that's something we might see is that because Scorpion Engine is cross-platform now, they might decide to make port a game for like Mega Drive that never had it for Mega Drive, but it has it for Amiga, and so we then could use it to make another. Is this the furthest I've been? No. Here. No. Okay, so I see what my problem is. I'm trying to jump to the far platform without going to the middle platform first.
Yeah, you're more than 2/3 of the way through the stage, though. You're quite. Very near the end.
I've definitely been very persistent, I think.
Not as persistent as Fred did. But to be fair, I have tweaked it a bit since he was playing it. It's a little easier now.
Yep.
Ouch.
Was Predsator playing it on stream, or?
Oh, he wasn't playing it on stream. He just.
Reporting back. Okay. All right. Yep.
For 200 times. Yeah, I wasn't going to say that. Yeah, that's dedication.
Have you ever played Geometry Dash?
Oh yes. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, isn't there? Yes, I have. It's got an extra sort of element of almost rhythm game to it.
Yeah, and it sort of reminds me a little bit of this, or at least some of the levels I've seen. I don't have it, but my nephew's big on it, and he got me to test. He got me to make a level on it, and then he got me to test a level his cousin had made. It's
Have you played Hoi?
Hoi, HOI?
Yes. Yep.
That's an Amiga game, right?
Yes.
Sort
yeah.
of like a well, not well in indie slash PD or shareware, but like not like a published box game.
It did weirdly get a published box version at one point.
Okay.
Yes, I think it had. I think it might have had like PD roots, and then it was given away as a cover disc game at one point as well. I think maybe.
Okay.
But
no.
It's a very strange game. It has it's either the last level or the second to last level is basically this, but if Jeff Minter made it, it's like completely. It's just flashy plus this sort of idea where you are gonna die if the screen catches up to you. It's one of my favorite.
It's interesting. I might have to look at that. I'm aware of the game. I don't think I've actually played it, but it's one of those things I randomly see when I'm browsing Lemon Amiga or Hall of Light.
There's an AGA version as well, but I don't think it makes much difference other than the copper rainbows look nice.
Okay. Whoop! Oh no. I was kind of happy with how things were going for me at the time.
It was going so well. You can do it. Although, you might not want to do it. I don't know if you want to spend the entire stream trying to beat us all. You'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel I can beat this, but... Well, I suppose we've been playing this for maybe about half an hour. I probably should give up soon because we were going to talk about it. Well, we still need to do the workshop, but also we're going to sort of do a bit of a dive into how some of these things work.
Yeah, that'll be fun. The parallax is confusing, to put it mildly, but well, only because I did things like those animating cogs and stuff.
Yeah. So that's something I would want to talk about. In fact, I'll probably talk a little bit about how, because this parallax setup is very peculiar to Amiga. Scorpion Engine doesn't quite work the same with parallax on the other platforms, but you could do something similar.
At some point I'm going to try porting Creeping Me Out to other platforms, but because I've used extra half-bright, I feel like that's going to be a very weird process. Okay,
well, yeah, so the difficult thing is you're going to want to switch to... Well, because everything else that Scorpion currently supports is 16 color palettes, so... The Mega Drive, you've got 64 colors, so, same as the HB, but those are 16 color palettes, so each of your sprites would have to be one of 4 16 color palettes. Each of your tiles would need to be one of 4 16 color palettes. Was that the furthest I've gotten?
That's the end. You got to the end.
Oh, no, okay.
We got to the end, you just died at the end.
Yeah, okay. Well, what I'll do is, this will be my last try. If I don't make it, then that's, I'll call it quits. We'll just pretend that because that one time I saw the end that I beat it.
That's good enough.
Yeah. So Mega Drive, you've got 4 16 color palettes. With the Neo Geo, you have 256, which is insane. But you've still got to adapt everything to one of those 16 color palettes. And of course, that gets a bit tricky to manage. Oh, okay, made it. Nearly died then. Oh, that would have been so frustrated if that thing killed me. Gee, that was close for telling me.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. Alright. Well, so you take it you've got no problem with me opening your source code?
Yeah, no problem at all.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, so the other thing I was going to say about the Neo Geo is even though you got 256 palettes, you might just want to focus on having a 256 color palette because that's as big as an index PNG can be. So if you
Yeah.
put all of your graphics into those 16 color palettes, you should be able to. Well, hopefully that will be more than enough for your needs.
Yeah, I think that should be enough. You'd think
Yeah.
that would be enough.
I was actually wondering about making some sort of mode where it's like it sort of dynamically populates those palettes, like everything would still be 16 colors, but then it would look at your combination of 16 colors and say, okay, well, I don't already have this in my palette memory, so let's add that as well, and let's say this is palette number, 100. Um, okay, so we'll have a look at the factory boss parallax. Which one? Oh, one or two? B2, I guess.
Yeah. It's probably
Okay.
factory 2. Yes, that's the one.
Yep. So so if you're and so there's only 3 slices here. So the top slice is at so you got left and right is 0.3 and negative 0.3. And then you've got the middle one and which so that's that looks like it's a bit closer to the player, I guess, because it has a higher speed. And then that one is the. Oh no! Wait, so lower speed that would be.
Yeah, the ones at the top and the bottom go faster, but it's all very confusing because it kind of scrolls in the backwards way to the way you'd expect it to. Because
sorry. Sorry. So that's actually further. Yeah, sorry. The middle is further in the background, and then
if you put it in simple mode, will that
sort of
make it easier for other people to understand? Because I haven't got my head around simple mode.
Yeah, no, it can be. So I'd initially set up Scorpion to have sort of these speeds for. So this is when you're moving left, it should be moving at that speed. When you're standing still, it should be moving at that, and when you're moving right, it should be moving at that. But simple mode makes it sort of more of like a pseudo 3D thing, where like in simple mode, it says, well, the distance is -2, whereas here the distance is -3, and so that basically determines how far it is from the player in sort of a fake 3D space. And so that, and then auto speed basically means that, like, if it's a conveyor belt or something, you can then add that to it as well. So if you're not really familiar with the parallax system for Scorpion Engine for OCS Amiga, you might be looking at this and saying, "Well, why is it so long? Because it's just a 32 32 pixel repeating pattern, and where is the animation on the gears?" You can actually sort of see the animation. Well, the animation is here. So if I edit the image in edit panel image, so good old trusty Paint Shop Pro.
That was in a Humble Bundle recently, I think.
Interesting. I
think.
I probably I probably should. Well, maybe I should look that up. But anyway, so if I change this to 22.6, so you can see how the parallax basically works. Is each of these is a different frame, and so you'd see 2 things are going on. So one is everything is moving to the left a little bit. So you see these gears, they're moving a little bit further to the left each time, but also the gears are rotating. So you see, so with this, so basically the parallax on Amiga is like an animation, and you can individually tweak each frame so that it's not just scrolling at a different speed to the level tiles, but you can have some animation effects to it. Avril says, so it is only one big picture. So yeah, so it's basically it is 32. It is a 32 frame animation of 32 pixels wide, and the reason why it's 32 frames is because since it's 32 wide, you can scroll at 1 pixel offsets. And so that is basically the whole animation for scrolling the entire pattern, and you can manually tweak each and every frame.
The way
Now,
I've been sorry. In terms of drawing it,
yep.
I load it in Sprite as if it was an animation, so that I can watch the animation as it's going, and not so much on this one because it Scorpion auto generates this massive long thing from out of the 32 pixel wide little column you make.
Mm.
But
But
for
then
example, in ones where I've got snow, I've had to manually move all of the snowflakes every frame.
Some of these things I should really add tools for improving the parallax import. Like I've added some things for making like a sine wave effect, but I haven't
tried that yet.
Yeah, so that was sort of designed for making like a sine wave for like the Mega Drive version of Shadow Dancer, where the first level has that flame in the background that sort of smoothly moves left and right. You should be able to do that on Amiga with the tools that Scorpion has built in, but like there's lots of opportunities for me adding tools to make those sorts of things. Like for example in the Bullet Hell demo, the initial one that I made for Amiga. It still says creeping me out. There's some sort of bug there where I need to fix it so that it doesn't, when I switch from one project to another, it changes it to the correct title, but I can never seem to replicate the problem. Oops. Okay, there are some sprite issues there I need to sort out, but so you can see with this, there's like the parallax has like a cylinder rotation. I wonder what's causing that sprite bug. That is really, really weird.
Looks super cool though.
But yeah,
it must be the multiplexing because
really
uses it.
yeah, the multiplex could be interfering with it. So yeah, this one does use multiplexing where it's only one sprite for a dozen enemy shots or player shots. Yeah, okay. Well, that's so. But this is the experimental version of Scorpion, so there are bugs that I need to go through and investigate. But with this one, so you can see the parallax has like a cylinder sort of rotation to it, and that's something I did in PaintShop Pro. And I've had people asking, how to. Like, I'm not able to replicate that effect myself. I'm not able to do things like that for my own game. So I should look at adding some sort of option that says, "Hey, do you want to, add the sort of Axlay 3D cylinder effect?"
It does look very, very cool.
Cheers. Anyway, I'll go back to okay, so I'll go back to Creeping Me Out Hex Knight. So we talked a little bit about the parallax. Can you guess how you would do the rotating cogs on the Mega Drive? Because you don't have you don't have an animation system for the parallax on Mega Drive. It is basically just a big panel.
I've no idea.
Well, the clue is because it's a panel, you can add elements to it. And so you can control, you can use the Mega Drive Parallax as basically a UI system, but you could also use that for having like a gear or something, and then as like a number counter, and then you count through them.
Okay, that doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah. On Neo Geo, because you don't really have tiles at all or bit planes at all, you would have to construct it out of sprites somehow. Um,
Yeah.
but so I don't really have any systems for parallax built into Neo Geo because everything's made out of sprites anyway. So you just make a bunch of big actors that do the parallax effect you want.
Mm. Raw asked, would this be done differently on AGA? And the answer is yes, probably.
Um, yeah. Well, I mean, on AGA you could have a 256 wide sprite because of the additional. Is this an AGA? I'll switch this to AGA mode because oh, wakey. Because on AGA we can have 64 pixel wide sprites, and we can even have a setting that says, okay, we'll repeat the sprite every 256 pixels, so we can have a sprite that wraps around the screen. But if you did that, you would want to then make them out of giant actors. In fact, if I go to Gothicvania, where is that? The game projects, Gothicvania. So with Gothicvania on AGA Amiga, you've got the background. So that is part of the parallax, and this is part of the parallax. They are basically just big actors that display as different offsets. I have them set as not 16 color mode, but 4 color mode. So um, I can use up, so I can have 2 of them that are 256 wide. If there were 16 colors, I could only have one of them that was 16 wide. On top of that, I haven't done that here, but you can add more colors to this using the copper rainbows, which Dante Mendes does really well in his Castlevania game. So he uses this sort of parallax, but then adds a whole bunch more than 4 colors. Like probably even adds a whole bunch more than 16 colors in his backgrounds. Yep. So if you want 2 layers in AGA that are sprites, you will want them to be 4 colors each, and then you can use copper rainbow to add more colors per line if you need to.
Yeah, and if one's appearing atop of the other one of those 4 colors is transparent as well, isn't it? So it's kind of 3 colors.
Yeah, it is. It's 3 colors plus transparent, and that gets a little bit tricky if you want to do a sky. If you want to do a rainbow sky, I'm just going to do a quick Google search for a fantastic Dizzy AGA. See if I can find a screenshot of it. Yeah, that's. I'll open that, and then I'll zoom right in on that. And so you see, this is actually so that sort of grayed out background, that is actually parallax, and you see it has a rainbow sky. What they actually did there is that rainbow sky is on the sprite, it's not on the background. So they had to sacrifice one of their 15 colors, but it meant that they could use that for very smooth 24-bit rainbow sky or gradient sky.
Pretty.
Yeah, so this game sort of guided. I can't really think of any other commercial games that used AGA sprites for the parallax, but that sort of guided my decisions on implementing something similar in Scorpion Engine. Right. Okay, so we'll go back to Creeping Me Out Hex Knight. The other thing I think we should talk about is, well, one of the other things is the sawblade boss,
Mm.
because that is quite a big. That is. Oops. What? I must have, because I was tweaking something. It come up with
Oh,
this.
because you
But
put it in AGA.
oh, okay, yeah, because that would have had some. Yeah, that's right. I can just, because I've got your Git repository, I can just undo all of the changes that I make here. But anyway, so I'm assuming it's a big sprite. In fact, yes, it is. So we've got,
Oh yes, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It
yep,
is called. Yep.
yep,
So Blade Big.
yep. So what it means, the peculiar thing about Amiga sprites is, like, individually they're only 16 pixels wide per channel, and you've only got 8 channels, so you can't really make anything that big with them or uh, do many different sprites all at once. But they can be infinite height. So the saw blade is what? How big is that?
It'll be 175 pixels high. I'm guessing because
Yep,
that's the height of the height of my
176 pixels high and
170.
only 32 pixels wide. So 16 colors times 2 channels. That will be four. It will need 4 channels to draw those 32 pixels. So that's only half of the sprites used for, a boss that's the size of, the height of the entire screen. Um, and yeah,
Is
and
there some way of?
because
I'm sorry.
I go on.
I was just thinking, is there some way of abusing the fact that you can have an infinitely tall sprite and just sort of have it flicker between different bits of sprite from different heights of? No, I no.
Like, I mean, you could do that. I guess you could just say, go up or go down by 256 pixels. I Sorry, I'll just switch to a different project where I sort of abuse parallax. So we've got the vertical parallax, which is one of the few AGA exclusive demos. And if we look at the, oh, actually, I'll run it first just so we can see what it looks like. Hopefully, it's not going to do anything weird with sprites. So I guess we'll see.
Raw's asking if he wants more layers on AGA, then what can he do then?
There's not really that much you can do. Like, in the future, it will support dual playfield. But that of course is going to limit you to 16 colors on one layer and 15 colors on the other. So you sort of lose that, the color. Well, I mean, you don't even have the same color depth as a 32 color OCS game if you use dual playfield on AGAs. But yeah,
So
I mean, it's.
if you're dealing with clouds and stuff, you could probably get away with a lot of that being just actors.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So if there's small things, you could just do actors. Although with sprites, they do have properties where you can actually put them behind. Like you can see here, the clouds are all behind the tiles,
Mm.
which is sort of quite difficult to do with bobs unless they're like, you got the foreground tiles that draw over top of them.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, so you can see, well, this is a game that has 8-way parallax for 2 layers. It's not visually very impressive, but the point was just to show you that, hey, you can do that if you want. And that is just, so you see it's 512 wide. Sorry, 512 tall, so twice the screen height. And I'll just change the grid to 56 by 256 so you can see it. So you can see that is just a repeating pattern on both top and bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And so what that means is that when you scroll down, it will eventually flick around to top, and so it seamlessly scrolls forever. And the reason why it is only 256 wide instead of like doing it in both directions, both axes, is because we have this screen setting here, where it's AGA sprite wrap, which basically says, well, every 256 pixels, just repeat those sprites all over again. Oh, now that was concerning. It added.
Oh, hang on. I'm just going to say something to Raw. Raw, if you are using AGA parallax, it kind of almost inherently uses up all the sprite channels anyway, so you don't need to worry about anything else using sprites, really.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I guess that's sort of the trade-off. If you use sprites for backgrounds, you can't use them for actors. You definitely, like, for something with wrapping sprite setting, you definitely couldn't use any actors then because, well, in fact, I think I can probably show you. Sorry, just before I saw it added height here, which it really shouldn't have. That's just a glitch with the new code block system, so I will fix that off screen. But if let's see if I can turn off one of those layers, and then I'll see if I can change my player to a sprite. It's gonna look pretty weird probably, but I'll see what it's like.
He needs to move the colors that he's using as bullets now and just make them bobs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So let's oh. So I should have made more of the let's go down to. So you see because I've got sprite wrap on, it's wrapping every sprite. So when I go to the left, it's wrapping my character to the right. In fact, that'll be more obvious if I have it like 320 wide. So yeah, if you're going to use sprites, like large full screen sprites as your background on AGA, it's best not to use any sprites for actors. Oh, I think I've messed something up. It doesn't. Okay, so I'm using the experimental version, which has a few things I need to investigate. And for example, one of them is why does that particular demo crash when it's 320 wide? Oh, but
That's working.
Yeah. I think it's because I think it's struggling with the sprites because it's left aligned. I'm gonna need to move it over because if you're using smooth scrolling and your screen is left aligned, then you lose several of the sprite channels. Just wait for it to fall down. So this is 288 wide, so it should be even more obvious that the player sprite is wrapping around. So long and short of it is, if you're using sprites for the background, do not use them for your main player actors. Oh, sorry, go
on. There's a whole sort of the way that AGA sprite colors work when using them for the sprite for the backgrounds.
Yep.
It's usually you're going to be putting them way after your main palette, so they're separate, completely separate.
Yes.
Which is kind of like the opposite of how you do it in OCS parallax.
Yes.
But you can actually use OCS parallax in an AGA project now. I'm just wondering how on earth you manage those two completely different sets of sprite colors in completely different places in the palette.
It burns up more of the copper list. So if you say, well, my sprite colors are like because here, oops, okay, that's a weird alignment bug. But yeah, so here we can say what sprite range we want. We could say, well, we want our sprites to be colors 129 to 143. If you do that, and then you still have OCS parallax, it's going to add a lot of commands to the copper list to say, hey, we need to change the color to this color bank.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, AGA is very weird how it works with palettes because like the OCS Amiga has 32 registers, so there's like 32 variables for color, and the AGA Amiga still only has those 32 registers. So you've got some additional registers where you need to change the value to say, hey, instead of changing colors 0 to 31, change colors 32 to 63. Or instead of changing like the first 12 bits, change the second 12 bits. And so it makes the copper lists a lot more complicated if you're doing anything fancy with gradients or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, Well, okay? So I think one other thing we were going to talk about was the boat,
Mm.
but I can't remember what was the level? Be one of the swamp ones? Oh wait,
That is, yeah.
oh that's the
Start.
background.
Oh yeah, it won't be the background, but
Oh yeah,
uh, the
swamp.
swamp. Yeah, swamp or swamp two. They both have boats in at some point.
Oh yeah. Okay, so if I go to edit map, there is one thing about AGA sprite colors that I have not implemented in Scorpion. It's one of the few AGA features that I just sort of don't have any support for at all. But you can make it so that, like for example, so you see, so just wait. So you see how we can set our sprite range to being whatever we want. We can set a different sprite range for odd numbered sprites. And so that technically doubles the sprite palette to 32 colors. But the weakness with that is it only works for 4-color sprites on every odd number sprite.
Okay,
So
that's really confusing.
it's a very cool I mean it's a cool feature, but using it in practice is a bit tricky. But
Yeah, I can imagine.
add that to I'll add that feature to Scorpion at some stage. Nobody has asked for it yet. And so I don't.
Not surprised.
Yeah, fair enough. We did actually use it in the prior to Scorpion Engine. The original version of Velocity had like we used it to have it so that each bullet could have different colors.
Oh,
Like we could change the bullet color at real time, but yeah, the Scorpion version of Velocity doesn't have anything like that just yet. Anyway, so this looks fairly straightforward. So you've got a like animated tiles here that I'm assuming is it somewhere in master tiles?
yes, it will be. The tiles is a bit of a nightmare.
I see it. Right.
There it was. You went past it. It was about in the middle.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Okay, so that's like a skeleton animation or something. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Wings on one of the bosses.
Yep. So if I then go, so we can edit. Yep. So if in Scorpion, if you use tiled animations, it will honor that and put that into the game as is. And the other thing was you had a boat. So I'm assuming you've got if I go into actors, I'm assuming that will be one that has the moving platform set. Yep, so that's set as moving platform. If we look at the collision box, we can see that's where the player can stand. And then, okay, so melee against player. Okay, so I'm assuming it does a melee attack every frame to make sure it's like the player is actually standing on it.
Yeah, I guess so. I can't remember.
Logic. Okay, so this code I guess will only run if actually let me look. There must be an animation for. Okay, so yeah, so we've got this melee box attack that runs every frame, and if it hits the player, then it does this logic where sets the direction depending on where the player is relative to the boat. So that's a pretty clever way of handling it. Now, because melee boxes were originally designed for like Street Fighter type games, but they are meant to be flexible enough that you can sort of use them for anything where you want to make sure that an actor is within a certain position.
Vaguely sensible. Very real chance that it was made in a really terrible way, but that's okay.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I mean, like I think like the only difference I would have done is I would have I probably would have had this code running every frame, but then I would have some additional things to check that is the player like standing above the boat, like as far as the Y position as well as X position. But um, my philosophy is just whatever works is fine. So that seems to work pretty well. Um,
Oh, and another important thing about the boat is I have it to recycle to its original position.
oh,
Because, yeah, otherwise you can die in the middle and then come back and then boat not be there. And yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
That's fair enough. So so these flags all do special things. So the one you mentioned was recycle to original position. So that means that no matter what happens, like if you walk off screen, then the boat is going to go back to where it started from instead of being stuck in the middle of the river where you can never get to it again. On spawn after recycle, it just means that this code runs um, whenever the actor is recycled. So that just okay, it looks like it remembers where the starting position was, and then recycle after destroy. So that just means that if there's anything that destroys it, like if there's some sort of enemy that can destroy the boat, that means it will recycle it, so it will respawn it back at the original position, so you can go back to it. But yeah, so I think that that has been a fairly good deep dive into creeping me out and a few other parallax things. We've only sort of got about 20 minutes left. So I guess I might have to do something very simple for the workshop. I don't think I'll try to make Battlezone on stream again, or anything that
that was very impressive, though.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very glad that that actually worked. Oh well, sorry, just sorry, on my other screen I got some photos of the event I'm going to after this, and there's a boxed copy of Brutal Paws of Fury for Amiga. There, so I might have to. I know that's sort of a mediocre game, but I've always had a soft spot for it. I might have to look at that. But anyway, yeah. Does anyone have any ideas for something really simple? Just a really simple project that let's go to Open Game Art. Just to show how we can get started in a particular genre of game or something like that.
You did Battlezone, you did Asteroids.
Yeah. I'll do something much more simple this week, I think. Let's go to.
Frogger's not really a genre, is it? It's just a game.
Sorry, what's that?
Frogger.
Oh.
I was just trying
to. No, I mean, I think no, we could have a look at Frogger. Let's see if there's any art sets for Frogger already. Oh, is Open Game Art gonna? Open Game Art's been a little bit unreliable lately. I have noticed a few times it's been down.
I hope they're okay.
Oh, Nginx. Okay, let's. No, okay. Well, let's Frogger sprites. Well, that's from the arcade. Frogger tutorial. Frogger arcade graphic. That is definitely not the arcade graphics, but maybe I can
They're
work
kind
with
of
that.
cute.
They're pretty cute. They're very sort of like they're probably going to be 2 or 3 times the size of um what I actually need, but I can scale them down. Um, okay, they're not really grid aligned is the problem.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a pain.
Yeah. Okay. What? Well, 860. No, I might actually have a look at the actual. Let's see if there's anything else. So we've got rips. We've got. Oh, that one looks pretty cute. So that one says Frogger sprite sheet. I don't think it's an actual. I don't think that's the actual arcade graphics. There might be. Does it say? My
Yeah, I mean, I guess
variation.
there's
Okay, so
so many
that
different ports of it and stuff.
yeah, it looks like this is one person's Okay, yep, and these are 16 by 16 graphics. Although these are only the sprites, we need some tiles, like for the
Is it like
road and such.
a sort of deranged looking beaver or something? It's not normally a deranged beaver in.
Um, they've got the crocodiles. Oh, yeah, this here. That is quite interesting. Well, code of Frogger style. Actually, I'm going to go back to Open Game Art to see if it's behaving now, and let's. I just want to get some road tiles that are, small, or
Mm.
or maybe city. Oh, Kenny's stuff is usually quite high resolution, or not like 16 by 16. City 16. Actually, there was one back there. Oh, oops. Where are we? There we go. That is cute. That won't be a 16 by 16. No, I guess I'll just uh I'll just have some tiles that are like this color, so that can be the road, and then don't know if we've really got a. Oh, I grab the blue from that car, and that can be the water, and I'll grab the green from the snake, and that can be grass.
Hmm.
I guess that will do. And then what's our sort of how many colors do we have? What? Yeah, it's probably because it was like a JPEG or something originally. But if I okay, let's okay, so oh Jesus, that looks rough. Hang on, let's what did I have like the Windows colors or something? No? Why is it so rough when okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use XNView because that seems to do a better job of color reduction. But so let's make our Frogger project.
Sorry if this was a bad idea.
No, I mean it's probably as good as just about anything else.
It's kind of cool because it's kind of got grid-based movement, hasn't it?
Yeah. So that's something that doesn't get explored that often in Scorpion Engine. Okay, so let's go adjust, change color depth to 16. Don't want any
See you soon,
dithering.
Raw. Have a good weekend. Sorry, Raw's leaving. I just thought I'd say bye.
Oh, catch you later, Raw. Okay, I think that will have to do for the tile set. So that's 16 colors now, and I'll grab the blue from the that to be the water.
It's good that they've given you a purple frog too for 2-player, I guess.
Oh yeah, that is quite neat. Okay, well let's I don't want to save a session. I have to let's open Scorpion Engine and we'll go to make a new project. Flibble says Frogger Arcade has no BG tiles, it's used as a copper type effect. Yeah, that would make sense. So instead of actually having like proper road background, you could have a copper list set up. You don't have any scrolling, so that would be fairly easy. But we're just going to do something very oops. I want to create a new one. We'll do something very simple. And I'm going to change it to 4 colors. Let's import that tile set. Dex 16. And we also want to import it into the sprite color. So we'll use some sprites, why not? 0 to 16 and 16. So that's our colors in both our main palette and our sprite palette. Let's make a new tile set, which is just going to use tile set. And let's better make a maps folder. And then let's make a new map using our tile set. Whoa, froggies. Lots of frogs. I am going to make it 16 by 16. But then I'm only going to have... wait. No, I should have it as 20 by 16. So that's 320 wide. Because we're going to have some of it off screen, just so the cars can move off.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
And then whoops, no, we're supposed to have green at the start, and then I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say there's 5. Five roads, and then we will have some more grass, and then the water. And I think it what looks something like, whoops, what's that bit? I'm not going to bother with. Oh, actually, now there should be. Is it meant to be like a lily pad that it jumps onto in these bits? I can't remember.
No, I can't really remember either. I think I played more of a sort of weird Frogger clone on the BBC Micro than the real.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's where the lady frogs are, I guess, because you've got to get to the lady frogs.
Makes sense.
That's what it's meant to be. Okay, so probably.
Well, it's kind of find it funny that the frog can't swim. It's kind of like defining characteristic of frogs is they definitely can swim.
Yep. In fact, how many? Okay, so that looks like actually quite a thin game because it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles wide. So what is 9 times 16? 144 wide. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that make that 9 wide. Oops. Might as well try to have it kind of arcade accurate. Is that oh yeah. And then let's make that why not? We'll just make it we'll make it wider so that the why not just make it absurdly wide so there's plenty of room for traffic to leave the screen and come back. Now we can set to that narrow, I think. Actually no, we can't. I thought I did have it options for that narrow, but it's alright. Level. Let's just see what happens if I try to run it. Okay, so I just need to set the camera over a bit. Actually, I'll make it a little bit wider. So, I don't know, maybe that wide. And then I should bring the camera over so that's about in the middle. So, I guess about. I just tried it. 16. If I go display camera position, let's set it to 16. No, it needs to be a bit more over than that. Oh, did I actually save my map? Must have done.
I'm not sure. I always make that mistake. Oh yeah, it looks right.
No, it needs to be over further. Math in my brain is not working today. Actually, while that's actually, I need to extract frog graphics. Okay, that will do, I guess. And so this is not going to be a anywhere near a arcade accurate port, just something we can get something going.
Cute.
Okay, now we can put that on the map. Can I? Oh, yeah, merge that with that one. Can put that actor on. Then we want to make it move. So we want to go to control tile based, and I don't know. Let's go for 2, and we'll just see what that's like. Because there's a lot of moving things on Frogger. We might want to look at, for a serious Frogger project, we might want to look at a lower frame rate. Yeah, because the feet is the same color as the.
Just a sort of blob.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got. Oh, actually, what happened to the? Did I? Sorry, I was wondering what happened to the far side of the. Oh, maybe something was camera follow. Let's run that. Oh, because 256. 256 high. That is higher than the default screen resolution. So I will need to set a display screen. Height should be 256. Okay, so we've got a very basic we've got the frog moving around. I might just add add a truck, or add a few trucks, and then that might be just enough for now.
Yeah, some of them are pretty big in real Frogger, aren't they? They're oh, if they were just actors, are they gonna? Is he gonna slow it all down too much? I've never tried to make anything even remotely like Frogger. So.
Yeah, I think I figured how real Frogger worked on the arcade is it probably had like a line scrolling sort of thing, like like if the trucks were sort of tiles and then it was just scrolling them left and right. Eventually, it'll be possible to do things like that in Scorpion, but at the moment, we would need to do them as for now, we would need to do them as actors.
Yeah.
Okay, and just because we're going to keep this really simple, we're just going to have a wrap. No, that should be wrap screen right, I guess, and CPU right.
Wait. Huh. Is wrap screen right is one of the built-in ones?
Yes.
In Wizonk, I've got weird custom logic in Wizonk, which I
well, if I
don't need.
if I turn on extra bugs mode so I can see the built-in code blocks, this is basically all it does. So if you want something more custom than that, you may as well write your own one.
Hmm. That is better than my code. I think I probably just did a big convoluted thing. There's a couple of actors that needed a little bit of like persuading to be slightly more one direction than the other or something, but most of them, that's cute.
In fact, I probably should have 2 for every road, and that is probably going to slow things down quite substantially. So I'm gonna, yeah, I know, yeah, I know it's a little bit embarrassing for such a simple game to, run quite slowly, but at the same time, like this is just a very unoptimal, let's just make it, let's just see what we can do. Oh, now those aren't moving for some reason. In fact, now I do need to move that along so that it's about in line there. And that's because the direction should be right. Let's try that again.
Oh yeah. It's nice when it's a simple thing like that.
Yeah. Now you would want to you would want to use a custom wrapping function so that in fact, if I move that over, I might need to move it over a little bit more, but it should wrap without jumping like that.
Mm.
A little more, I think. Oh no, it's the animation. I need to adjust the animation so that line, when that line is off screen, then it will wrap. And
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
then I can put it like that. Except it's probably going to instead of jumping on one side, it's going to glitch in on the other side. Yep. Which is all right. So what I will do is I'll just make a custom wrap function. In fact, I can just copy all that and my wrap right. I paste that here, and then I'm just going to go set active position to what, negative 16, negative 32. Have you ever played Crossy Road?
Yes.
That would be so cool to have like a true isometric Frogger and Scorpion.
Damn,
Okay, so
that
that didn't work. It's
possible. Oh,
maybe. Sorry, I'm just wondering if it's a recycling mode that got tripped up there. Possibly might have gotten stuck on the wall. I should have it as goes through walls anyway, because that makes it a little bit more performant.
Crossy Road's kind of procedurally generated, isn't it? In the sense that it goes on forever and hey.
Yeah, well, that works. I probably want to space these out more.
Yes, it's a bit terrifying. Just
yeah.
a fleet.
Actually, am I moving that? Let's try moving that back a bit, and then let's have them really well spaced out. So for each of these, I'll have down that side. I should also make it so that it can actually kill us. So I'm just going to go if collide with player, then restart this level.
Oh, hello, monos.
Mono Z.
Monos.
I need to adjust the collision box because that's gotten way skewed because of the animation. But yeah, so we've got
The beginnings of a Frogger.
yeah. In fact, you could add some randomness to it. Like when it leaves the screen, it adds like a random amount to the X position, so it's not the same pattern over and over. But yeah, so that's how you would get started with Frogger. That's good. Yeah. Oh, we don't need smooth scrolling, so we can turn that off. That will make it a tiny bit more perform. But yeah, it's sort of strange how some of these really early games, they've got so much going on the screen. Like Space Invaders, for example. That's not an easy game to make a conversion of because you've got like 100 different enemies that you're shooting at.
Yeah.
And they would have had custom hardware built in so that line by line they can just sort of scroll those lines of aliens or scroll these lines of trucks, because we don't really have that much built in the way of like raster scrolling effects. It becomes a little bit hard to do replicate in a way that's performant. But that's proof of concept. We've got a Frogger type game. I think we haven't really got anything in the water, but I think that will probably do for now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so yeah, I think it's a good place to close it. Thanks for coming on stream, Mixel. It's much appreciated, and had a really fun time.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm gonna look at who to raid. So just on my other computer, I'm just having a look at the raiding list. Who am I following that is on right now?
My cat just jumped up on me. Very confused.
Delidus 2097, one of the top Blitz Basic developers is online now, so I'm gonna give him a raid.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much to you, Mixel, and everyone that came to watch the show, and I hope to see you all next week.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye.
Later. Bye.